Oh, this took a dark turn very quick.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zum Podcast. Mein Name ist Rudiger, das ist Olaf und wir haben einen ganz besonderen Gast. Warten Sie eine Minute. Sorry, I had the microphone set to German. Yeah, it did sound worse. Excellent. Hello and welcome to the podcast. My name is Rudiger and this is Olaf.
Hello? Hello?
Don't put on that silly accent, what are you doing? And we've got a very special guest with us today, our first guest. He's a man who can photograph you from a mile away and you'll still look great, as long as your bedroom curtains are open. I feel adequate, yeah? Fair?
Yeah, that's one of the better intros I've ever heard.
Yeah, excellent. So this is Marcus Gearheart Dickerson. He runs Gearheart Photography.
Hello, thank you.
Yeah. Just to give you a quick rundown, you can find his work via Gearheart, searching that on Facebook. You can also find him on Instagram at
Gearheart Photography.
Gearheart Photography. Do you have anything else like a Twitter, any other social media?
I do have Twitter, but it just facilitates the Instagram. So
yeah, we ignore the Twitter.
Is
it just the same?
It's essentially the same.
Same handle there. There's not too much boob on there, so me and Olaf haven't spent too long looking at it.
If you pay for the Patreon, there's maybe boob.
Ah, right. I was just about
Potential boob.
Potential
boob.
So
That's the best kind of boob. It's teasing boob. It's like, oh, maybe there's boob here, maybe there's not.
Isn't that every photograph though? Like if somebody sends you a text or something and goes, "Hey, check out this picture," there's always the potential of boob.
Yeah, I was going to mention your Patreon because at the minute your ideal is that you get Patreon's only done in dollars, isn't it?
Yes, it's an American run site.
Yeah, so your kind of goal is getting up to $100 a month.
Yes.
At the moment, you currently have, time of writing this was a couple of weeks ago for me, you have 7 patrons, and your total amount is $24 a month.
Yep.
So obviously you're looking to get that increased by $76.
Mm-hmm.
See, you get a maths lesson in this as well. It's very good, isn't it?
Nice. Good number work.
Yeah, as you mentioned on the Patreon, every penny that you make from it is put back into your work. Nothing's put aside for some cheeky ketamine or anything. Or unless that's part of your work.
Yeah, there is some photo shoots that require ketamine.
Yeah.
That's just for keeping the horses still.
Yeah.
And Gareth. Gareth has to be watched at all times.
Old jittery Gaz.
You can't hold the flash steady otherwise.
No.
But he can flash very steady.
Very steadily.
Yeah. Right.
If you get some
So
if you give him some cat.
yeah. So now with Patreon, the general gist is that there are different levels of contribution, and I'm going to run through yours because, god damn it, I'm nothing if not fastidious with my homework. So your base level stuff is called Become a Cog. Mm-hmm. That's $1 a month. Where you get to see raw images before the retouching. You can connect with other cogs, so other people who are donating to you. Now, like, when you said becoming a cog, obviously it's Gearheart. Was it just some kind of clever pun?
Well,
or are you just trying to set up some kind of goth Tinder?
No, it was originally a clever pun. Well, I suppose clever's to interpretation, but yeah.
It was a pun.
It was a pun. And then I've tried so hard to make the rest of them puns, but I'm not that creative. Well, wordplay. Anyway.
I noticed you kind of got to... The next one was internal gears, so working with the theme again.
Keep it going, yeah.
That's $5 a month. So you get all the exact same stuff as the $1 guys. You also get to see behind-the-scenes photos and videos of the shoots, as well as getting upcoming sneak peeks of stuff. Mm-hmm. And by the look of it, it was the $10 bit where you kind of ran out of steam because that was just down as print discount. So the same stuff as the $1 and the $5, except you also get 25% off of all the prints. Next tier up, $20. Signed poster is the name of that. Again, Just you could have, try harder. So with the signed poster one, you get an 18 by 12 signed glossy poster, as well as all the previous ones, so 25% off, da-da-da-da-da. Next one up is Name in the Credits, which is $50 a month. You get is it a personal thanks from you?
Yes.
Yeah. And their name gets added onto the photo series. Again, same old stuff you've already got. And then top one is the Gearheart t-shirt, where you pay $100 a month. You get a Gearheart logo t-shirt with the option of getting your name on the back, as well as a pack of 3 postcards, as well as all the other stuff that you got there. Anything you can think of that I missed out there that you want to pimp to make people give you money? Shameless whore you are.
Those are pretty precise. And the only reason I am here is for self-promotion, really.
Yeah.
So,
and the only reason we're here is to piggyback off the amount of followers you already have.
Piggyback.
So, really, it's mutual masturbation. What's going on right now? Let's not go back to that topic.
Everybody's going to end happy here.
Yeah. Except the listeners.
Except for
Yeah. And the actual website, patreon.com/Gearheart. Correct?
that's right.
That's Gearheart. Don't know why I had to think about that.
My girlfriend actually asked, does this go out live? So
That's the dream.
that's the dream.
Oh, one day.
It's our dream. It's their nightmare.
One man's dream is another man's nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like Shakespeare said. Anyway, is there anything else that you can think of that you want to sort of mention right now to pimp your stuff, get it out there?
The main thing at the moment is please go follow me on Instagram. It's where you'll see the most of my work, and obviously Instagram's free. It does help me a lot having a high follower count, because that means I can work with a lot more designers, a lot more models, and a lot more really great makeup artists. I'm actually having a video coming out in the next month or so of my last photo shoot. So yeah, look forward to that. That's got a Viking theme with a wonderful designer from London called SigRun. Keep your eyes out on Instagram and Facebook for that to come out.
Big up.
I believe that is the only way to say that name as well.
SigRun. SigRun. Could you fetch me a cup of tea, please? Yes.
Just getting SigRun to do menial things.
She's an Icelandic dressmaker, and she makes just the most wonderful sort of medieval style dresses. We're having another couple of photo shoots booked up for the next part of the year, so we'll be good.
Does she have any pages that you want to pimp, just so you can continue getting the good stuff?
Again, if you obviously go to SigRun on Instagram and Facebook,
But you have to type it as SigRun.
SigRun.
SigRun. Make sure you emphasise it in the typing.
I think that was going to become my new cheers now. Every time I go drinking, SigRun.
Every now and again, a small Icelandic woman turns around and goes, "Hello." Anything else you can think of? Any other pages? Anything else that you want to get out there?
The last thing, we'll get all the pimping out of the way to start with.
Yeah.
Big shout out to
Brap. What? One time.
To Void Temple. That's on Instagram and Facebook as well. He's an art curator, and if you like weird, dark, gothic artwork, go have a look at his page. It's really cool.
Is it just kind of sort of sculptures and paintings then, or does
He finds art from all over the internet. I was lucky enough to get published on his Instagram, and that's what really gave me a head start in everything.
Right.
Just the work on there is amazing. It is just created from all over the world. If you just like weird, dark artworks, go check it out.
Even if you don't, just follow for the sake of it.
Just do it.
Just come on. It's the 21st century, guys.
What have you got to lose?
Yeah.
Open
Jesus.
your mind.
What, you could be following Kim Kardashian. She does nothing. These guys do things. Come on. Also, any like aspiring photo models, hit Marcus up. I'll be honest, men, you got a slimmer chance. A slimmer chance of getting photoed. Yeah. You're gonna have to get some implants. Just. As far as I'm aware, you would be an equal opportunities photographer, correct?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. It just helps if you're willing to get your tits out, as it does in any aspect of life.
Yeah,
that's the only reason you're here. Is because you said, "Can I come on your podcast? I'll get my tits out."
Yeah.
They're out right now.
The only reason I'm here, I said I'd get a naked woman in his bath. So Olaf, Olaf bath time.
The Olaf bath.
Yeah.
Olaf bath time.
That's my favourite Nordic myth. Olaf bath time.
Ah, yes.
Olaf bath time and SigRun.
SigRun.
Well, they said that in Vikings, that the Vikings had really stupid nicknames, like Ragnar Lothbrok
Yeah.
was like Ragnar Saggy Trousers.
Yeah.
Like they had really stupid like nicknames, which
Yeah.
I think is great. So bath time
Yeah.
is
Olaf Bachtan.
Olaf bath time.
that's a good Viking name.
Yeah. Speaking of like these nicknames, my idea for the first bit was to talk about languages. Just because something that really irks me is, especially at the minute with what's going on in the world, when a lot of people are posting about immigrants come over here and they don't even try and learn the language and now I don't know if anybody has actually looked at the English language, but it's not a language I would want to come into from another language and try and learn. I'm going to read you a list of examples as to why things can be so hard. Right. So,
In the English language.
exactly.
Right.
So,
Okay.
how would you say a word that is spelled R-E-E-D?
Read.
Yeah. How would you say a word that is spelled R-E-A-D?
Read.
How would you spell a word? Say a word that is spelled R-E-I-D, as in a name.
Read.
Exactly. However, how would you also say a word that is spelled R-E-D?
R-E-D. Read.
Yeah. And therefore, how would you also spell a word that is spelled R-E-A-D?
Read.
Yeah.
Deed.
And then you have reading, which is the
Yep.
act of doing a read, as it says in the dictionary. And then
Go to the library and do a read.
yeah, but then you also have the place name, which is Reading.
Yeah, not reading.
Yeah. And then you've got through, T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you've got plough, P-L-O-U-G-H.
Yeah.
Then you've got trough, T-R-O-U-G-H. What makes those words different? If you were coming from abroad, you would look at all of those words and you go, they have to be said exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a dyslexic, this is my absolute nightmare. I'm having a panic attack over here. You can't actually see it, but I'm starting to shake a little bit.
What it's doing to his tits is incredible.
Yeah, they're wobbling everywhere. Do you need some cat?
Calm your tits. Try ketamine.
Yeah. But then, like, you've just got other examples like
There's
weather and weather,
Yeah.
there,
Mm-hmm.
all different. Your. I mean, this is things that
There's
basic English people can't even get correct.
there's three yours, isn't there? There's you are.
Yeah.
Your as in belonging to you.
Oh, and your,
Your.
Y-O-R-E.
As in from times of oldiness.
Didn't even think of that
Times
one.
of your.
Didn't even think of that. You see? There we go. Right.
Mhm.
You got which and which. You've got our
And our.
and our. So with and without an
And-
H.
In some accents, you've got our, and our.
Yeah. But then on that same line, you've got power and tower. But then you could also have someone who had towed somebody else would be a tower. And it would be spelled exactly the same way.
This has been really pissing you off, hasn't it?
It really has. It just really fucks me off when people, they don't internalise and look at their own
Mm-hmm.
just faults. It's got to be the other person's fault. I believe that if I put that case forward in a court of law, they'll go, do you know what, you are right. English is a dirty little mongrel language.
English is a pretty difficult language to learn.
This is starting
From
to
what I've
sound a
heard.
bit like a manifesto from someone before they go on some sort of spree.
You've never listened to these before, have you? But yeah, like you look at the English language, it's cobbled together from everything. So everyone who came over here invaded us, shagged all our women, and
Took all our
spawned-
jobs.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think this is just where we're getting our own back. Like, you know, we've had all these other immigrants that have done really quite well for themselves, and now we don't want any more shagging our women, taking our jobs. So, you know, just like the basic stuff, we've all cobbled together from Latin, Greek, various aspects of Scandinavian language, French, German,
Yep.
as well as you got like outliers, like we've taken words from Hindi and Punjabi and things like that.
So you mean all the places we used to own?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, we went over there, took their language.
Took their language. Coming over here, learning our language
Yeah.
and taking it back. How dare they, those immigrants?
Yeah, I mean, I like the word ruffian, but I feel like there's another word. You there, brown boy, what do you call those group of men harassing that other person? A thuggy? Like, thug, right, we'll take that. We'll take
that.
that home, thank you.
Take that.
Take that. No, you don't have a flag, you can't. No, none of that. And I just find it very interesting that languages are kind of viewed in different ways as well. Like, English people view and you know, anyone who speaks English as a primary language, they see it as sort of the most important thing. Like, you know, we speak English, it's the most widely spoken language in the world, and therefore it's the best. But it obviously isn't, because as you said, it's just where we've sent it to. Well,
everywhere.
Yeah, we've just infested the world with it. We've given people this language, and they've had to take it.
Okay, so like, going to the point of learning languages then. So yes, there are like these cases where things are not as you might expect if you were just looking at the way the words are written. Do you not think that there's a similar thing in other languages? That, say, if you were to learn French, there'd be a phrase that you'd look at and read, and then you go, oh yeah, that says this. But then a natural French speaker would be like, oh, no, it says this.
That's it. But I think with something like French, it would be more sentence structure rather than words.
Individual words, right?
So the words.
So pronunciation would be the same.
Yeah, it's why they have inflections and ways of.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm not that sorry.
It's why. What was I saying?
What were you saying? Inflections.
They have
of
inflections.
Words
They
and
have accents in order to
go.
dictate in which way that you should be saying these words. However, it becomes an issue then. But again, this is only an issue for us. You know, it becomes immediately easy for them. Masculine, feminine, neutral, and the way that they can drop words. So, like our sentence structure of, like, look at that brown cat. In German, you know, you could essentially drop that, and it would still be a coherent sentence. So you knew to look at a cat that was situated over there.
Right.
Yeah.
And instead of saying the sentence doesn't become look at brown cat, because that's an abstract thing. Okay. Okay. So, but yes, there's still going to be idiosyncrasies in learning any language.
Obviously, but
But
I'll be honest. Most of the people that I've got on Facebook, they're mainly English speakers. I mean, I'm quite closed off like that. One might call me a Facebook racist, but racist. Racist.
Welcome to Fracist Book.
I think that yeah, that just is Facebook. Yeah. Especially if you read my nan's. Oh, yeah. No, my grandma couldn't use Facebook.
So I've heard it said that English is one of the more difficult languages to learn. But I've also happened to catch something on the news. Not the news. It was on the internet, so it's not the news. It was somewhere on the internet.
Information that is out there.
Information on the superhighway.
Yeah.
You know. So America, going back to America, trying to make their Marines the most like badasses in the world, as they do. And speaking of not learning the language when you go to a place, the American Marines do go to a lot of places.
Mostly not invited.
Just on holiday.
Yeah,
just to see the local culture and experience the lifestyle.
From what I found, they go up and they go, freedom, and the little person goes, huh? And they go, oh, that was a yes.
That's
a
yes.
Yeah, freedom happens in a way.
Shut up, sit down, I'm here to give you freedom. But they've developed a program where instead of having a 6-month introduction to a language, like a local language, they can do the entire program through concentrated learning techniques and like new neuro-linguistic teaching down to 6 weeks.
Right.
So that means you can train someone in conversational regional languages within 6 weeks and have them be effective forces on the ground, which is useful from like the military point of view because it enables you to go and effectively work there, and it means you don't have to rely on local interpreters, even though they might have some better knowledge. You can also then have people who have military understanding along with the local language. But if we can do that, if that is possible, why don't we all do it? Like, why don't we all learn 17 languages?
Because we won the lottery here.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
We speak
born
English.
into the correct language.
Yeah. We are English, and therefore we are right.
I think that is
All the
Basically
other
true.
languages we're just beta testing for English. We take the words that work, we have them. The ones that don't, we leave them to the poor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
So
how...
we're in the correct language.
Actually, I'll just flip reverse myself. You know what? English is fucking great. It's brilliant. Fuck it. You know what? Everyone should learn it. Thank you for putting that spin on it.
Well, there you go.
You've really brought me around to being more patriotic / nationalistic.
Nationalistic. Okay, how do you feel precious about the language?
Do I feel precious about our language?
Yeah.
No. Well, yes and no. I don't like the internet acronymage that has crept in. However, language does have to adapt, and English kind of proves that it has to move and develop. I can take issue with it, but ultimately I accept that it has to renew. However, I will fight until my dying day to make sure that all you people out there write have instead of of.
Oh.
You should have, they would have, they could have, they never of. This has been a public service announcement for the Oxford English Dictionary.
It's a handy rhyme. I'll remember that always.
Yeah. Just what I'll do, I'll write it on a pair of boxer shorts that anyone can buy. All you have to do when you're thinking, should I write have or of? Just look down, navel gaze, well, a bit lower. Yeah.
Whereabouts are you going to write it on these boxes?
Where's the most interesting bit of the boxer?
It depends. If you're in the ring with him, it's probably his fists.
You don't just have to be in the ring to be looking at his fists.
Depends. If you're in the ring, then the ring?
The ring is the most important part. Well, hang on.
If you're in the ring of the...
Wait. This has got terribly confused.
Going far too
far.
Yeah,
this has gone... Oh, we've gone down a rabbit hole.
The waistband.
The waistband.
Right, yeah. Because you can write that upside down, and then when you look wearing them, you can actually read where it's...
And also then, like, you know, the urban youths of today will have them low-slung slacks, high-slung boxers. Oh,
I like it.
Information that can be gleaned from their peers. Like, oh, I've learned linguistics today. Good God.
I should have learned that earlier.
Yes. I now know the difference between have and of in proper use. Thank you, boxer man.
Thank you, clothes wearer.
I don't think you should stop at boxers. I think women's lingerie and things that make strip clubs more socially acceptable.
Almost educational.
Almost like libraries in a way.
Yeah, you want to see me take off my top? Should this sentence say have or of? Guess right. Oh no, you guessed wrong. I put an article of clothing back on.
That's when they put on like the slogan T-shirt, and they're like, "Well, now you learn another lesson."
You've learned 2 valuable lessons today. 1, poor spelling is its own reward. 2, actually, poor spelling can also get you to see no boobies. So that was just something. I was also interested in, because each language has, well, not each language, but a lot of languages have their own kind of stereotype, as it were. So, like, French is seen as a language of romance. So, despite what you're saying. So, for example, something like Mon amour, tes yeux sont aussi beaux comme un roue de bois. Would you know what that meant? Like, if you heard that?
It started with my love.
Yeah.
Mon amour. And then ended with the smell of cheese.
No, not the smell of cheese.
Fromage would be
Fromage would be
brie.
Brie is a cheese. So I imagine some French waiter goes up to your girlfriend, spouse, or just general female friend. They say that to them. They'll be like, "That's right, salute the general friend." Say that to them. They'll be off their knees. Their knickers will be down their ankles and sopping wet as a knocker's pocket in no time. But what that actually means is, my love, your eyes are as beautiful as a brie wheel.
Is that a common phrase in France?
Hey, you ask the soppy knicker wearers.
It is a very poetic language there. I think the one that I always remembered was Baisez-moi, which is kiss me, but also kill me at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, that's a rough,
Which interpretation, I suppose, depending on who you're saying it to and their reaction,
context, know
whether or not they're going to...
Like, I don't know, someone comes up to you, rips their shirt up and says, Baisez-moi. even with that tone, you could think, well...
It could go either way.
Yeah.
Well, see, I get worried because people don't know when I'm being sarcastic over text. So, is there lots of texting?
Text sarcasm is really difficult to get down. I think there needs to be like a text.
I've said this
font.
before. Yeah, it needs
especially
some kind
for emails.
Of, yeah,
like you can email somebody and put it in the sarcasm font.
Yeah,
and then they'll get it.
Yeah, it definitely does need that because it's too long.
Probably not Windings. Put text in weird like symbols or something.
Yeah.
Then they just think you're being weird.
Put this into Word, retranslate it, and fucking figure it out.
And then get them being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Bitch.
And like with German, that's naturally seen as a very angry sounding language. Mm-hmm. It is quite curt and hard. It ends very abruptly, and it's got like V's. It's a prominent V.
Back to the prominent V.
Back to the prominent V, which, ladies, if you keep wearing leggings out and about, you have a prominent V. I'm going to be honest with you. And like, my favourite word in German is Krankenschwester. Which it just means, like, it sounds like a torture device. Like, nein, Krankenschwester! But it just means a nurse. But that's because, so obviously Schwester means sister, so, but the thing is, Kranken, when used on its own, means suffer. So a Krankenschwester is a suffer sister, which just takes you right back to like an S&M kind of
the
feel.
Sisters of Sufferance.
Yeah.
But on the other side of the spectrum, they don't have a word for gloves. It's Handschuhe. You have handshoes.
Handshoes, yeah.
Oh no, where's my handshoes?
And like a mobile phone is a handy.
Oh, where's my handy?
That's it. It's like they used up all their hard words, so like the main stuff, and like, these other things came along. We've only got the soft stuff left. We used up all the V's.
Used up all the V's and K's.
Yeah.
Oh God, what do we do?
Well, better break out the soft A's. Oh, handy. Oh, Handschule.
The soft A's.
My old German teacher used to tell me the story of a exchange student who went over to Germany, and she stayed with this family over there, and they had a cat. And she was very basic German knowledge. Yeah. She was trying to convey that the cat has big eyes, which we all know. Die Katze has
große Augen.
Augen, which is the word for eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It could be easy to forgive her to think possibly Eier could be the word for eyes.
Right.
Eier is actually eggs, but that is a slang word for testicles. So she told this German family that she admired the cat's testicles. Oh, nice testicles you have over there.
Big testes on that cat.
Can I just say, that cat has some amazing balls. Well done. Well done on that cat. Was ist das Englisch? Das ist ein große Eier? Get them out of the house. That's because I don't know how to say get them out of the house in German. Yeah. And something I don't know whether anyone else has done this, but I've heard sort of both Russian and Portuguese people talking, in their own dirty language, which isn't English. And I actually find them sometimes very indistinguishable, because both languages have a real use of I call it bobbing the cheeks. So the b sound, where you basically fill both your cheeks and you make a b. So with Russian, you would say "Przynieś mój shop," and it's that kind of, you're speaking almost through the bottom of your lip. And with Portuguese, it'd be similar, like "Traga-me na sopa." Both times you speak, so just at the corners of the bottom of your mouth. In both cases, you're just asking someone to bring you your soup. But I just find it very interesting that those two languages somehow developed a convergence. Like, what do they call it when two species evolve to look exactly the same, but they are genetically completely different? Like, Madagascar has something that looks exactly like a hedgehog, but it's not a hedgehog. Something like convergent evolution or something like that. They've evolved at the same time that look exactly the same, but their DNA and it's all completely different. I just find that aspect of language very interesting when things are developed along the same lines.
My local pub is run by a Portuguese man called Miguel Shrek. which is fantastic.
He sounds like a rogue.
Is Shrek love and is Shrek life?
Oh no.
And,
Oh no.
he says that Portuguese is very spoken with the hands as well. There's a lot of hand actions, and even though the Spanish and Portuguese are completely different languages, he can sort of almost understand a Spanish person just through the hand movements,
through their gesticulations.
Yeah, which I thought was really interesting. Like the movements go with the words.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Italian as well, but there's that Italian meme going around, so I don't want to fucking touch that. No. I know you don't Facebook very much, Olaf, but have you seen the Italian meme that's going around?
No, I have not. And if you don't want to touch it, that's fine. Let's move on.
No, never touch an Italian, as my grandma always said to me.
Never touch an Italian meme.
Yeah.
Don't know where it's been.
So, in terms of languages, that's everything I wanted to get off of my chest. Anything else that either of you would like to contribute? Anything you find interesting, weird about languages? Any languages?
Do you think we're going to head towards one universal human language?
No. Although, looking back on it, I'd quite like to learn Esperanto. That was that hybrid language that someone created, and I'd quite like to learn that because I think it'd be interesting. But no, I don't think. No matter what, there's always going to be enough divisions in the world. We'll never be able to unify enough that we could have one language. It'll never happen. It would literally be a hostile takeover. Is the only way that it would happen. Is an enforcement of language on people.
I think love is the universal language.
You almost got through that sentence.
I almost did.
And it also sounds a lot more convincing when you don't have your dick in your hand. I'll be honest.
Makes me feel powerful.
Yeah, I can understand why. Yeah. Especially when you're standing up there. Stop windmilling it. Anything else anyone can think of? If not, Marcus, feel free, pimp again. Facebook, find you at Gearheart on Facebook.
Gearheart Photography.
Gearheart Photography on Facebook. On the Instagram.
Instagram, same thing, Gearheart Photography.
Remember, put the at the beginning of it for the Twitter. And obviously you had SigRun who helps, and
Void Temple.
Please
check out Void Temple.
Check them all out. They're great things. Marcus is going to be on the next podcast with us as well, which we're absolutely not recording at the same time. It is being done on the week of release. I can assure you of this. It is definitely true.
Definitely true.
So, thanks for listening, guys. If you put up with this for this long, maybe think about languages and check yourself before you...
If they've put up with us for this long and they're not thinking about languages, what the fuck have they been doing?
What, like, you know...
Well, you
whatever
do you.
people... Yeah,
you do you, babe. You do you.
Whatever people do with us in the background, like, Marcus will take a photo of.
I've heard stories.
We've heard tell of the noises that come from your room. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.